Greetings, greetings, greetings. Here we are again. I should be able to be heard now. So, yeah, we were having a little technical difficulties, but here we are. Waiting, calling y'all into the room, into the space. I am here and I remember. Today is day 17 of my 365-day journey of embracing the queen within, living aligned and crowned. This is my time to shine bright like a diamond. To shine bright like a diamond. Welcome into the space. Thank you for showing up. We are here again for day number 17 of embracing the queen within. Yes, I see it going now. I'm like, technical difficulties do play its role, but when you're aware, you can just stop, breathe, and restart, because that's what we get to do. So as me and my beautiful sister Lynette, Live Love Day Spa, was having a conversation on her channel just earlier. Please go back and check it out. Check us out. And it brought up a lot of emotions with me, right? So I said, I need to come in and just really dive into that, because today has been an emotional day. So I know most of us in the world have had challenging days. We've had days when everything seems to be going great, but it's also some undertone of turbulence going on. And today is the day of the blue cosmic storm, and it is ending the 13-day wave span for me as the tribe of the blue hand. So in that, it's like me coming back to myself and really seeing what really is making me tick. And as I'm ticking, how many storms am I avoiding by just staying in the center? Right? I think about my time in living in Kansas and having tornado storms, and how, it's that spiral going on. If you're in the center of it all, there's calm. But the moment you get pulled into the current of the spin, that's where chaos begins. So I'm releasing chaos. I'm releasing the currents of everybody else around me, and I'm going back within. Greetings, Robin Hood. Welcome to the call. I am Chantel Sierra Shakim, your holistic self-care coach and soul guide, tapping into the energy of this blue cosmic storm day that I'm finding myself in. If you're familiar with the Mayan calendar, that's what I'm referring to. I've been really studying out the Mayan calendar, and I started from the very beginning of the first tone and first glyph of this season. And I'm like, this week, this past 13 days was my tribe, my people, the people from the West, the transformers. We coming through, and we waving our wands, y'all. We throwing it all up and seeing what sticks. Okay, so that is the page of wands starting us off, followed by, oh my God, you can't make it up, the lovers. It's been a lot of energy going on with the lovers, honey. The lovers in my life. What you say? It's coming out today. We being transparent. And then we have the knight, the king of swords, which is talking about using your intellect, using your mind, cutting those things that no longer serve. So we throwing it all up in the air right now, connecting to the lover energy and being clear about what it is we desire and what it is we seek in this energy. Connecting with sisters that support you, that see your vision, as we did today. It ain't all about the romantic relationships. It's about the relationships that really support you, that support who you are and who you're becoming. And if it's meant for these romantic relationships to come in, they can come in too, because I welcome it. Lord knows I do. But here we go with this again. Grass ain't always greener. Sometimes you do have to chase the rainbow. Chase the rainbow of your own soul, of your own mind. Oh, They talking to us, releasing those things that make you feel like you being in a heartbreak, right? Because you gotta cry it out sometimes, which I have. And you have to be careful what you choosing, because sometimes there's some snakes around. And if you want to plant in fertile ground, you have to know who it is you're building with. Oh my God. All right, we getting in there now. I see y'all, I feel y'all, I hear y'all, and I'm welcoming the energy, I'm welcoming the story, I'm welcoming the inspiration, the guidance and direction that is coming forth as I really tap into this. So Page of Wands energy for me right now is saying, be careful what you're creating, or freely create what it is you're being sent to create. Don't let nobody hold you back. Don't let nothing hold you back. You know? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't let nothing hold you back. Don't feel like love is fleeting or love is all there is, especially when it comes to romantic partnership, because it's very intimate, that space. If you're not connected intimately with yourself and the person you're connecting with is not connected with themselves, you might find yourself wanting. You might find yourself in a heartbreak, in a sense, okay? Because you got to show up for your own heart first. Then we got this man up here. He's sitting high on the hog with his wisdom, with his sword in his hand, and all the birds, you know? But right here it's saying you got to be as wise as an owl when you talk about these relationships. When you talk about all the crows and all the birds that's flirting around and wanting to speak into your life and be a part of your life, so they say. But are they supporting your vision the same way your sisters support your vision, okay? With no strings attached. But they gonna call you forth to shine bright like the diamond, to be the star in your universe, because we each are. Ooh, ringing the bell. Ooh, y'all speaking to me today, and I give thanks because this is what I've been going through. So if y'all are coming into this live, this may be soothing to your soul as well. Find yourself some sisters who gonna have your back, but also call you to the highest heights of your existence, right? Because sometimes the grass ain't greener. Sometimes it may look like 3 cups are empty here, and that's what you paying attention to, because that's what the world has served you and said, hey, look over here. The grass ain't always greener on the other side, but you know what? It ain't greener because it's a whole rainbow over here. It looks totally different. We ain't drinking the Jim Jones Kool-Aid, okay? We letting them cups that are empty remain empty. It's not for me to pour into these empty cups right here. Ooh, this is talking to me. I give thanks. I'm setting in this energy because, y'all, this is hard. This is heavy on my heart today, bringing me to this next. But I've been talking about this all week. I am the rainbow. Look at this. You know, I got the rainbow here. I got the rainbow there. If y'all look around my sacred space, it's all about the rainbow. I'm not this mediocre green. It's comfortable over here. But I often look over there and I'm like, okay, is this what I'm supposed to be getting? Is this where I'm supposed to be focusing? No, no, no. Come on over here. Taste the rainbow and begin to fill your own cup. Because over there, you know what? Look at this tree. This is contrast, y'all. Okay, so this grass look greener over here, but also over there, look at that tree. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. I got to say it a couple times. I don't want my heart to be in a space of death. I don't want to feel like I'm dying in order to make somebody else feel good. Time out for that. And I'm screaming it at the top of my lungs. Time out for that. No more wounded warrior healing. No more toxic love. No more settling in spaces that don't feel bright, that aren't bright, that are dead, that are barren, that have served their purpose. Ooh, y'all don't even know. But the thing about it is we always given a choice. We are given the choice. Like all this is available, just like up here, all the crows crowing. They like, hey, I'm over here. I'm interested. I want to know what you about. You interesting. You got this going on. You got a good thing going for you. Yeah, I do. But am I choosing the right spaces to build my castle? There's snakes here. There's ladders taking me to higher places. There's all this one running out, all this emotions running freely, you know? And then there's ladders that are taking you different places. These are those 7 of cups. It's like emotions can make you cry sometimes. Emotions make you do some things that make you fall in love with things that might not be the best thing for you, girl. And if you want to begin to plant, you got to leave it all behind. Start fresh. Get a firm foundation on what it is you truly desire, what it is you truly want, what it is, who it is who can hold that financial abundance that you are building. Who is it that can be rooted and grounded in the same truth that you believe in? Who can love your soul the way you love your soul? Hello? Who are you building with? You know, sometimes you just got to leave it to the stars and build with your sisters. Hello? Okay? Some people be like, oh, y'all, you always with them sisters. Is your sisters teaching you right? Yeah, they teaching me how to be me. They teaching me how to love on me. They teaching me that I'm okay just being me and that I can work through the parts of me that I find that I'm lacking, okay? It doesn't have to be connected to anybody but me, you know, being my mirror. So I give thanks for my sisters who are seeing the vision with me. So that's what I'm seeing in this reading. Woo! They was in my business, y'all. So we're going to go into the ancestors because the ancestors really sum it up too. And then we'll go into the book because, yeah, this is my time to get some clarity. I'm sick of going around the same bush, telling the same story, knowing who I am for sure. Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? And are you willing to sacrifice who you are to make other people happy, to make other people feel comfortable? Come on now. Oh, look it. Yama, she is the protector of mothers, of women, and children. Yama, come through. She's saying, yeah, get in touch with your emotions. Feel those feelings because this is a highly sensitive time. This is a time that you have to feel it so that you can heal it. Oh. Woo! Feel it. Hey, feel it. So you can heal it. The highly sensitive moments. Oh my God. She jumped out of the pack and she said, yeah, we've been showing you it. We've been letting you see. Yeah, we've been talking to you, saying these highly sensitive moments are coming up. Are you ready? Are you going to be prepared? Are you going to be walking in your anointing? Are you going to allow your anointing to be fleeting? Or put you in a place of lack, limitation, doubting yourself? Or are you going to truly embrace who you are and let nobody else tell you any different? That's the sacrifice. Sacrificing the lies that other people tell you about you. Sacrificing the lies that you feel that somebody's thoughts or emotions are stronger than yours. Oh, y'all, you can't make this up. Come through, goddesses. The goddess circle. Hey, this is what I'm talking about. The goddess circle. So in this goddess circle, it says the wheel of change. I'm going to ring the bell on that. Because my book is talking about that, in fact. You know, the goddess circle. Who is in your inner circle? Who are you working with? What energies are you pulling in and that are being attracted to you to support you in your work? You got Ma'at here, balance. You got Sekhmet here. You got Nefer. You have, what is her name? Aset, I guess. I'm trying to know all of them. But yeah, the goddess circle. This is all the energy that I am working with to bring in. And this is also what I've been talking about I want to do. So I want to create this summit for women where we can really come together and edify each other in our own truth, in our own uniqueness, in our own power, so that we can see the places that we need to change and release the mindsets and limiting beliefs and generational cycles of those things that have kept us in those places that shrink us, that hold us back, that make us feel that we're not worthy of the life that we truly want to live, that our existence is dependent on someone else, right? Time out for it, especially when it comes to the masculine. Yesterday, I talked about how we must be whole in our own energy of balancing our femininity and our masculinity to be able to attract those that can support our energy, right? They are supporting it within themselves, and they can hold the space for you to work it out for yourself as well. So we're going to dive in. Thank y'all for this energy. Thank you for this exchange. Thank you for this word that's coming through from the ancestors. Number 10, completion as well. This is how it all is over. It's over. The buck stops here. The buck stops here as I commune with those energies of the goddess circle that are supporting me. So number 10 says, this is good stuff, y'all. Give me some hearts in the line if y'all in here. If this is speaking to your soul, if it is speaking to your heart, please, please, please let me know. Let me know, let me know. Give thanks. Okay, so the goddess circle, the wheel of change. You know my book that I just put out is called Aligned and Crowned, the wheel within the wheel. Your will being done on earth as it is in heaven. As you see, they look like they in the clouds, but that portal right there is allowing us to tap into the earth in our womb space. What are we birthing? What are we bringing forth? What does it look like? As the mother, Yamaya, is here also supporting us in this work, because she said, yeah, it's going to be some highly sensitive moments. It's going to be some highly sensitive times. But what are you willing to do? How are you willing to show up? Are you going to show up and do it even when you're afraid? Yes. So it says, oh my God, it says, I'm a winner, baby. That's all it says right here. But we're going to tap into the ancestral medicine of this card, because it's deeper than I'm a winner, baby. I know I'm a winner, but I continue to be cycled into these frequencies that want to impress on me that I have to sacrifice. And I think losers are where you sacrifice. You don't win when you sacrifice. You lose. So I don't want to sacrifice anything. I don't want to do anything that doesn't feel good to my heart. I want to show up in the power of who I am, knowing that I'm supported by the circle of the goddesses and their medicine. So let's see what their medicine says. I have, I'm going to try to read it without my glasses. Okay, because I don't want to take them off and on. But the medicine says, one thing about the wheel of fortune, it keeps turning. For some of your ancestors, it was difficult to feel joy for joy's sake. Heal their, wait, okay, I can't see. And I'm sweaty. Okay, this is filling me up. Okay, so one thing about the wheel of fortune, it keeps turning. For some of your ancestors, it was difficult to feel joy for joy's sake. Heal their energy by celebrating yours now. This is my time. Learn what it feels like to revel in joy, pleasure, and fun just for the sake of it. Okay. That's good. That's perfect. That's what we was talking about yesterday. How do we play with life? How do you show up in your fullest essence and get to play and feel good about it? I mean, yeah, that's what they calling us to do. I'm going to read some more from this because I feel like it's some deep work here happening to my soul right now. It says, there is a season for everything, and this is your season. If you haven't already received the good news, it is on its way. It is safe to celebrate. You deserve it. Don't question the joy. Do not wait for others for the shoe to drop. Rejoice, beautiful. You are the moment. You are the moment. Hey, this is your time. Positive change is on the way. Expansion, evolution, revolution. Be open to change. This is a great season to let go of the past and take a big risk. We letting go of the past and we taking a big risk. It says the powerful Egyptian goddesses and queens from the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck, Katish, Nefertari, Ma'at, Sekhmet, Isis, have all showed up in this goddess circle. So that's y'all. I mean, whether you know it or not, all of y'all are represented. This is our time. Their unified power creates the portal. Y'all see that portal? Of unlimited choices and transformation. What you say? Unlimited choices and transformation. This is it. Yikes. This is in the first part I read was the medicine. This is the shadow. Yikes. Obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. Setback, misfortune, bad luck. Things have not been going your way. That's the storm. Okay? Take a breath. Don't make any sudden movements. The fates have not been on your side, but know that this too shall pass. Yes, you may be feeling a bit hopeless or helpless right now, but remember, you are still in charge. I'm a winner, baby. That's all it is. So when y'all attracting these winners into y'all life, you got to understand, all we do is win, 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 win. No matter what, we gonna stay down. And, you know, we'll let the fire burn. Burn, baby, burn. All of it. We gonna burn it all down so that we can have fertile soil, okay? So let's go from that, all we do is win, to Yamiya energy, okay? Then we gonna race through them. We starting from the bottom and to the top, as always. Number 28, we're gonna only read the affirmation of this one. Highly sensitive times, right? This is a highly sensitive time, but I know that I'm being supported, and I thank each and every one of you who are showing up in this live and holding space, even for me to process what we're going through right now. It says, root of water. I choose to express my feelings openly and fully. Nah. I'm gonna express how I feel because that's how I feel. And it's okay to feel. It's okay to have emotions. It's okay to express yourself. Our feelings is our number one navigation system, especially if we function in our divine feminine. Understand that. Highly sensitive feelings is our first sign. How did that make you feel? Oh, I knew something didn't feel right, right? That's our navigation system. So when we're told, oh, you need to put your feelings off to the side, for what? Why? No, I don't want to. My feelings are what helps keep me safe. My feelings are what allows me to grow, glow, and flow. My feelings are mine to express and to behold and to love and to cherish. Even in the deepest, darkest place, my feelings are mine and they are valid. And I get to choose what I do with them. I don't want to be told, let my feelings go. No, I'm going to hold on to all my feelings. Greetings, sis, Latiana. Welcome, welcome. We diving in, honey. We diving into these emotions and the heartbreak and the hurt and the pain. But we coming through feeling mighty, mighty strong because the ancestors said all we do is win. I'm going to shake the bell on that. All we do is win, and our emotions are valid. We get to feel. We get to feel. And those feelings is what allows us to replant our seed in the fertile ground of our I am. Getting back to that root chakra. Taking a deep breath even now. Whew, I feel that energy moving, y'all. This is a highly sensitive time, as she said, Yamiya energy. She's like, yeah, feel it. It doesn't feel good all the time, but change doesn't always feel good. But on the other side is everything you need. You're planting new seeds. You're planting on fertile soil. It's all in the palm of your hand. If only you choose you. Don't choose anybody else. Don't choose something that doesn't feel good. Ace of Pentacles is what brings in our abundance, our material wealth, our material abundance, the things that we really want to experience in our life. We're being navigated, knowing that we are in that goddess circle, right? The goddess circle is supporting us. That's that divine feminine energy, okay? Divine feminine energy is all around us in the wheel of change. It says the wheel of change. So we are changing some things, and it is highly sensitive, and the waters are deep, but we are being planted in some fertile ground. Y'all know what happens when that come out. That's them talking. So yeah, the fertile ground, Ace of Pentacles. What do you want? What do you want to experience? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to see? What do you want to act upon? What don't you want to act upon? What feels good? What don't feel good? And we can let that ish go and know that more is to come. Because look at them roots. They just ready to take root. So Ace of Pentacles says, I plant my goals with intention, direct focus, and faith. Being sure of what you hope for. If we saying all we do is win, we can't settle for less. We can't settle for anything that doesn't support us winning. We cannot settle for anything less than what allows us to be winning. We got a million choices, right? We got all these cups, these emotions. These are all turned upside down. But as you see, not everything in here may be to our best emotion or allow us to feel our best emotion. So he's like taking time to think about it. What cup do I want to pick up? Some of these are ladders leading us up to higher spaces. Some of them are just emotions just spilling out, an emotional wreck. Some of them are coming through with wisdom and knowledge like the serpent, okay? Some of them could be as slithery as a serpent too and be real raunchy and real not for us. What is this back here? And even one of them look like that's a bat right there. So what does a bat mean? I don't know. But, I mean, some of it don't look too cool. But some of it do. Oh, y'all, looky back there too. Oh, my God. Looking closer. Even that one is a cup of death. Oh, yeah. And death come through. Death is what allows us to get to that change. Sometimes we got to drink the cup of death. How comfortable are you in that space? Hello. Dying to your own self, dying to those limiting beliefs, dying to those people and relationships that don't serve your highest vibration. Whoo! Are you ready to drink of that cup? Girl, let's see what the author meant by this. Okay? We planting, and then we going into the cups. Wait, we going to review this one again because I went in deep. Okay? Ace of Pentacles said, I plant my goals with intention, direct focus, and faith. Being sure of what you hope for. See, you got all these cups you can choose from. Are you sure of the cup you want to drink of? Ooh, they getting in my business, y'all. Jesus Christ. So what cup am I choosing to drink of? Okay? What cup am I drinking of? So 7 of Cups, all about emotions. We get to choose. We get to choose the cup we drinking of. And this one says, My wildest imagination is a tool that I can use to inform my future in a down-to-earth way. Okay. My wildest imagination. We thinking all we do is win. So why can't we see that manifest in our reality, in our future, in a down-to-earth way? If we drinking the Jim Jones Kool-Aid and we doing the things that don't serve us, we can expect that in our future as well. And with that, the heartbreak, the hurt, the pain, the death, the destruction, the screaming and gnashing of teeth, because we've chosen to drink the Jim Jones Kool-Aid and not seen ourselves as winners. Oh, this is good. We getting down to earth with this message tonight, y'all, and I'm loving every bit of it, okay? Because this is personal. This is up close and personal to my life today, and it's probably hitting you where you at too. So the swords, this is all about what we need to cut off, what we need to let go, how we need to renew and reframe our minds and get in alignment with the highest. All we do is win, 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 no matter what. Even when we've been heartbroken, even when we found ourselves in the shadow of death, even when things may not be going the way we want it to go, or how we've put our heart on the line saying, hey, this is me, love me. And it's like, I'm going to rip your heart out and I'm going to scratch it too. You see them scratch? Look, but we allow it, y'all. We allow it. We allow it. And then we wonder why we over here suffering. No more. No more. We ain't letting people be the grim reaper of our lives and our dreams and our hopes. We have to stand. We have to stand in that space and be the protector of our own life force energy. Okay, where am I going? Oh, swords. 3 of swords. 3 of swords. It ain't all over. Even though your heart has been ripped out and scratched and everything else in the shadow of death, we can still work with it. And what does it say? It says, my heart remains open and tender. So we ain't going to get bitter. We're not going to get bitter. We're going to just give ourselves time to mend. We're going to see what lessons were there. Oh, that's good. My heart remains tender and open. Even after it's been ripped out, snatched out, stomped on, told that you don't need to feel. If we don't feel our heartbeat, how we gonna know we alive? If we ain't allowed to feel that thump, thump, thump on our heart, if we're not allowed to feel what those gut feelings are telling us, hey, turn this way. Hey, no, don't do that. Hey, do this instead of that. We get stuck looking at the mediocre life and saying this is all we get, instead of knowing that even though our cups are empty over here in this mediocre existence, over here is a whole nother cup. And that cup is full of everything that gives us life, and life more abundantly. Y'all heard? This is the time that we don't get complacent in allowing, oh, this is as good as it's going to get, while our hearts are broken. We still tender and it's open, and we judging ourselves and saying, oh, this is as good as it's going to get, because all we do is win. So I might as well just stay over here with my cups empty. No. We shifting that attention back to where the rainbow is, where the pot of gold is, where those things that serve us are being fueled, through our life force energy. Okay? So look, we gonna go from the 3 of swords to the 4 of cups. Cups again, all about our emotions. What does this cup say? 3 of cups. Oh, no, 4 of cups first. 4 of cups. I see the fullness and richness of my life. I see the fullness. I'm not going to be distracted where the grass is green. Where the green grass goes all around and around and the green grass goes all around. That's repeating cycles. We going to chase rainbows. We getting up and move. We moving and chasing the rainbow, y'all. And we see the fullness and richness of our life when we do. And then we come on into this of seeing all of our dreams come true as we connect with those that support us, that love us right where we are, brokenhearted, looking at the green grass, and we like, nah, let's take a look up. Ooh, they coming through. Let's take a look up. We give thanks for the stars. We give thanks for the miracles. We give thanks for our dreams coming true and those that are aligning and supporting us as we see it. As we see it without judgment, y'all. We get to see our dreams come true in this now lifetime. We don't have to die and go to heaven. Heaven is on earth if we accept it, if we receive it, if we live in it. Ashe? So, number 3 of cups. Chasing the rainbow will allow us to see our dreams come true. It says, I connect into this sacred siblinghood and into this expansive experience of witnessing through time. I connect into this sacred siblinghood and into this expansive experience of witnessing through time. What does that look like to you? What does it look like to you to win? How are you expanding that experience in your now reality? How do I see myself winning? How is that expressed and being witnessed by those around me? Not only being witnessed, but being supported. Because that siblinghood is that oneness, right? That is that Christ consciousness. That is that place where all things come together. This is good. This is really, really good. So in order for all things to come together, we got to get into the spaces where the wise owl is speaking and you ain't being distracted by all the crows and all the other bats and all those other things flying around. Because you got a sword. And sometimes you got to cut off the connection. And sometimes your voice has to be that sword that speaks that truth, that hurts, that cuts. But it also allows you to be free, to be able to hear clearly what the wise owl is saying. This is a King of Swords, okay? King of Swords is very clear about what it is he's going to tolerate and what it is he's not. What it is that serves me and what it is that not. And, it goes two ways. It's not like one person gets their way and another person doesn't. It's like you begin to be in that unity frequency where all we do is win. Everybody in my circle wins. Everybody in my collective experience wins. All we do is win. But sometimes people come in, they get in through this wrong choice. Wrong mindset, not planting in fertile soil. But here we go. King of Swords. King of Swords says, this is good. They in my business tonight, y'all. As I asked, I said, give me some clarity of what's going on. So the King of Swords says, I make intelligent and wise decisions about my future. Woo! Girl. Woo! This is heating me up from the inside because these are the words I need to hear. I make intelligent and wise decisions about my future. Wow. Have I not been doing so? In some places, yes. In other places, no. When it comes to this lover energy, I could use some work. First, loving on me enough to know that I am worthy to begin to receive this reciprocated love energy. Love yourself enough. Be intelligent and wise enough to make decisions about your life that support you loving yourself, to attract the lovers into your life that support loving you the way you love you. Ooh, that's good. Let's see what this says about the lover. Ooh, do y'all have some lover issues this evening? Is y'all struggling in the department of loving yourself? Finding that space to make them decisions where all you do is win, 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 no matter what? Even in the spaces where you're learning the lessons and keeping your heart open and tender, even when it hurts? Yeah, that's where I'm finding myself, y'all. Because sometimes we've made some poor decisions by looking at the comfortability. Oh, it's comfortable over here, but my cups are empty. Nobody ain't even trying to pour into me nothing. Just telling me to sacrifice. Give more. My cups are empty over there, y'all. I done gave all I can give. I'm not giving you my soul. That's a no. So the lover says, my heart is open to deeply meaningful relationships, and I expand into this union with loving trust. Can you trust those that you are loving? Can you trust yourself enough? Are you loving yourself enough and trusting the decisions and the feelings that are coming up? My heart is open to deeply meaningful relationships. Are those relationships deeply meaningful? Are they serving you at the highest expression to call you forth to live the life you are winning at? Winning, winning, winning. Okay? And I expand into this union with loving trust. And for me, this is all about balancing your divine masculine and feminine. Understanding that both are relevant. Both of them show up in both male and female. We have both energies. And first, we got to learn to love ourselves. Because if you can't love you, how do you expect anybody else to love you? How are you loving yourself? How are you showing up for yourself? How are you putting people in your life on pillars that make you feel less than? How are you allowing other people's emotions and thoughts of how they're going to feel make you feel less than? That stops. We're not going to keep doing that. We ain't going back and forth with you people. What's that song? I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you people. Okay? We are loving on ourselves. Give me some hearts, y'all. Mend this heart of mine today. I need some love. I need love, 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 not crazy love. I need love, 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 not crazy love. So I'm learning. I'm learning to throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. Watch it all come up, okay? So my emotions have been coming up as I have thrown my wine. You know, as I'm embracing the queen, I'm letting it all throw up because I'm creating. I'm creating this life where all I do is win. I'm learning to live aligned and crowned as I feel my feelings, as I express my feelings, as I'm supported in those places where I feel wounded, where I can still allow my heart to be tender, to receive the wisdom and make decisions that support my highest expression, knowing that I'm guided and protected and supported in the decisions that I'm making as I plant. Y'all, that's how they come up. As I plant these new seeds in new fertile ground to be able to chase the rainbow, connect with connect with those who are connecting with me, who are on this high frequency of all we do is win, 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 no matter what. Even in the midst of trials and tribulations, in the midst of this blue storm day, we can still win. Okay? Boom. So what does this say? Our page of wands. And this is definitely fire energy. This is definitely my energy. She said, I'm going to throw it all up in the air and see what sticks. Okay? What's going to stick? Because all I do is win. So the page of wands says, as we throw it all up and just be like, you know what? I'm looking at what and how I can win. Page of wands, wands. Okay, so here we go. Page of wands says, boom. As the dreamer of my dream, I spontaneously and passionately ignite this flame. Definitely. Aries energy. We gonna burn it all down and start fresh. Whoever gets to remain, they were like the phoenix. They was meant to burn so that they can begin to renew their mind, their hearts, their experiences, to align to the good, the good, the God. The good and the God is all there is. We ain't got time for sacrifice. If you want to sacrifice, get on the cross. Go to Jesus and ask him about how that made him feel. He even came up renewed, transformed. But that's not what we're doing. We're renewing our mind by our decisions and really taking control of our feelings and our emotions and knowing that everything moves us forward. We ain't going to continue to crucify ourselves over and over and over and over and over. No more crucifixions, okay? That's why they teach us that Jesus died once for all. Hello. I keep myself laughing, y'all, but my little girl is feeling it today. She's like, yes, we are healing our broken places. And I feel good about it because today it was a real day. As I talked about, I am the blue electric hand in the Mayan calendar, kin number 107. 007, but 107. And my soul is rising up. She like, we sick of playing with you, girl. Understand who you are. Understand what you've been called to do. And do it, and do it, and do it well. Do it, and do it, and do it well. So we're going to go on the soul's journey. This is our last card we're going to pull from the Soul's Journey deck by James Van Prague. It's a soul's journey that I am on, that each of us are on. And I love to pull this card because it gives me some clear affirmations of the energy and the essence that we're working through or that we're holding in this space. So this one popped out and boom, the first card is a spiral, right? I like first, that's what stood out to me first. It's a mixture of everything. We are constantly in this spiral, but this spiral should be expanding us and not shrinking us, okay? That's what I see first. And the second part of it says forgiveness, okay? How is it that I need to forgive myself? Keeping my heart tender, even in the hurt spaces, keeping the heart tender so that she can heal, so that she can be able to experience the high emotions, to be able to receive the guidance and direction, to be able to chase the rainbow, to be able to be the lover of my own soul, to be able to connect with women and those that support me in my seeing my dreams come true, and throwing it all up and seeing what comes out of it. So it takes forgiveness. It don't have to be the way I want it to be all the time. I get that. It's not always going to turn out the way we think it's going to turn out. But what I can say is it only is going to be better. It's not going to be less than. It's only going to be better than what I expected. So when I feel that pull like, hey, this ain't lining up to better than what I expected, it's time to realign. So it says, under forgiveness. Ooh, and I like this too, that it looks like it's like a bike chain. It looks like a bike chain or a rope, and then it looks like it takes you in 3D to the deeper parts of me, or it expands you beyond what you can see. And oh, look, this does look like the picture that I posted too for this this blue cosmic storm for today. So there's a lot of things going on, but creativity, being free, knowing that there's many rooms and different places you can go. It also symbolizes this card to me for some reason. We get choices in what it is we want to do, but forgiveness is the key, okay? It says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. I'm going to ring the... I talked about that today with someone. Resentment blocks the flow of love. So we don't want to stay in a space of resentment. And we don't want to get to a place of resentment. So that's where it's very important to connect with people who can hold their own, who can hold their vibration, who can hold that which they have to work with. You can't be sucking off me, and you can't be drinking up all my Jim Jones Kool-Aid, making my cups over here empty. You have to be able to hold your own, because that's where the resentment comes in. What'd you say? Forgiveness is the key. Yes. Harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. We don't want to block the flow of love. We don't want to become resentful. You have to forgive and let it go, and allow that broken heart that's been ripped out in the season of death and scratched up a little bit to still begin to beat. You know, and not pull you into the sunken place, not pull you into the places where those who are doing all this snatching people's soul, and taking their hearts. No, say no. Just say no. No more. We're not going to do that anymore. We are open to love. We are open to finding those that support us and love us the way we want to be loved. But it is also a reflection of how are we loving ourselves? How are we showing up for ourselves? How are we speaking our truth in love? How are we calling others to find their star and chase it, to be able to see their dreams come true? Because that is where good relationships begin to blossom, and where we can begin to align with the true energy of our I am. No more energy vampires, right? No more people coming into your life just to suck up what you got, and they ain't giving you nothing back. Like what? Where do we do that at? And why? Why do we do that? I don't want to do it anymore. I was in a stage in my life where I was allowed to do that. And I understand now how detrimental that was to my own being. You know, giving and giving and giving and giving and giving brought me to a place where I don't even know what my worth is. But in this new phase of life, I do know my worth. And I don't want anyone to take without having that receptivity. Because I ain't got nothing but love for you, baby. Nothing but love, okay? But in that space of love, I'm still going to call you higher. I'm going to call you out to take responsibility for your feelings. I'm going to call you out to say that, no, you don't have to sacrifice. You don't have to sacrifice nothing but what feels right that moves you forward. You don't have to call someone else to have them do something that you won't even do for yourself. Ring the bell. Show up and show out for you, knowing that it is your time and only you can do it. We give thanks for this message. We give thanks for the energy and vibration of love. We give thanks for those that support us in this healing work. Healing is just being true to yourself. Healing is just seeing yourself for who you are and loving it. You know, healing is not hard work, but it does take a renewing of your mind, because now you have to really stand up for yourself and love yourself. That's what healing is all about. It's not this big production of anything. But you know what? I'm going to burn some Palo Santos in this energy right now, because, yeah, that's healing too. You know, we're going to set the energy frequency. We're going to give y'all some of this love energy. May it permeate your heart, your soul, your mind as it's permeated mine. This is what healing looks like, right? This is what healing looks like for me. Showing up in this platform, doing my 365 days of really playing with life, finding that joy again as we found. It's okay to play. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be free. It's okay to navigate your lower vibrational energies through a higher vibrational expression. That is healing. That is healing. It doesn't have to be so woo-woo. It doesn't. It's just a matter of us being aware of how things make you feel. If it makes you feel good, do more of it, as Abraham Hicks would say. If it makes you feel good, do more of it. And when it stops feeling good, stop doing it. Okay? Find something else that makes you feel good. So for me, pulling these cards and sharing this space with my inner child, my little girl who is teaching me so much about myself as I'm allowing her to show up and be vulnerable, but she wants to be seen. She said, I got some medicine for you because I've gotten you to this point. I've been quiet, but I've also been observant. I've been quiet, but I've also seen what makes you feel good. I've been quiet, but I've also seen how you haven't served yourself as you've served others. So now she's like, let me show you through these cards. My ancestors come through. They like, yeah, honey, get yourself together. Create some boundaries in your life. Understand the gem of who you are. Know your worth so nobody can tell you any different. We give thanks, okay? So this has been a very powerful and enlightening experience tonight. I thank you all for being here, those who stuck around and heard it all. I hope to get some feedback. I love to share space. I love to share space in person. Tonight was supposed to be my cacao and conversation, but this was even more intimate and just as powerful for me because it allowed me to tap in and share some space with you. If you are in the Metro Atlanta area and you want to connect, please reach out because I need that goddess circle. You know, we calling out forth. We need to connect. We need to be in person. We need to be affirming each other. We need to know how we can support each other's visions and dreams because all we do is win. All we do is win, y'all. All we do is win, 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 no matter what. So I am Chantel Sierra Shakim, your holistic self-care practitioner and soul guide, not only navigating my own soul, but helping you to see the tools and hopefully receive a word that will help you navigate yours. We are all in this together. As I am, so you are also, and there God is in the midst. So until next time, I'm your soul sister speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. If you came in the middle of this reading and you want to catch the full reading, please check it out on YouTube, Circle of Sister Podcast. Yeah, it'll be posted there. So until next time, peace and love. Ashe.